How are people here before I even started it? There's like comments and the shit. We're not milking the cow, guys. Chill. It's a conversation. We're having a real conversation here. We're having a reasonable conversation. That's what it's always been about, really. It is a reasonable conversation. It's not funny. I don't know why people think it's funny that it's a reasonable conversation. It's like, I'm being for real. It's a reasonable conversation. It's not that funny. Like, there's some for real questions. I might slip up a little bit. I might forget some of my questions, so I'm relying on chat to remind me of what I talked about earlier. So, because I've had quite a few beers. This is my last beer, by the way. She's working on it. Chill. Victoria knows how to work StreamYard. Is that beer extra big or your time's handy? No, it's in my I put my beers in this koozie. It's the Cool Buddies. I don't know if you ever heard of, or not Cool Buddies, Frost Buddies. Some college kids designed these. They're fucking a lifesaver, dude. They're 100% lifesaver. These things are badass, dude. 100. Victoria was just here and then she left. Meh. Hold on a second, guys. Did JD intimidate you? Not at all. JD was the most unintimidating person. No, I'm kidding. It's a joke. JD was fine. I don't know what happened. No, she was in there, and then it just like I pressed join on her. She came up on the screen for like 1 second, and then it went poof. It was weird because I got the notification in my earbud. It was like bump, and then I seen Victoria down there, and I joined her, and then all of a sudden it was like poof. You know, and then right when I put. It was like right when I clicked the button, it was like 1 split second. She popped up on the screen for like a split second, and then it went poof, and then she wasn't even down in the waiting area anymore. I'm not gonna make Victoria show her face. I'm not gonna make Victoria do anything she doesn't want to do, and I'm not gonna make Victoria talk about anything she doesn't want to talk about. Obviously, because Victoria can talk about whatever she wants to talk about. All right, Victoria's back. Let's try again. But before we talk to Victoria, I just want to let you guys know these fucking Frost Buddies for these beers are fucking badass, dude. They're like fucking $35, and they're fucking ridiculous. But they keep your beer cold for like ever, dude. You can put a cold beer in this thing and let it sit there for like 3 hours. That fucker is still cold. Man. Hi, Victoria. How are you today?
I'm okay. How are you, Eric?
I'm tired and kind of tipsy.
Mhm.
We've been drinking all night. And I think you have the wrong idea of me, Victoria. I've seen
I
you talk
don't
about
really
me a
know
couple of
very much
times.
about you, dude. I only get
Yes, I
clips.
Yep, exactly. You get clips of me out of context a lot. I see that. And I've always been very fair to you, Victoria. I've said, I've might have in anger said a couple of things while I was watching clips, and but it wasn't terrible things. I've never said anything about your family. I've never said anything about your personal life. I defended your shadow, Victoria. Did you know that about me?
No, I didn't, dude. But people
No,
want to focus on the shadow, though. But I panned to
Yeah,
my
I'm
body.
I'm one of the people that defended your shadow. I said, you know what? I said I could make my shadow look fat, and I'm the skinniest
I
guy in
didn't
the
bring up
world.
your family, dude. The only thing that I said
I
that
didn't say you did. I didn't say you did.
I
I'm
know,
just
but
saying.
Sean Pace is again in chats spreading lies again
Oh,
about
you
me.
did. You
Saying
you called me. You did say I was a terrible father.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you
I didn't
did.
call you a terrible father. You said I'd be a terrible mother. You said that with Controlla.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. It's on your
Okay.
stream, dude. You can replay it
Okay,
if you
that's
don't believe
fair.
me.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I don't remember saying that, but I might have said that. But you did. No, you did say I was a terrible father, though. You said you stream about you and you're
I'm
defending
not
Q and all
backtracking,
that.
dude. If you can find the clip saying that, there were people bringing up your past drug addiction, dude. I don't know anything about you. People were in my chat, and they have a habit of doing that, saying, "Hey, he used to be addicted to such and such," and
Oh, of course.
like,
Yeah. Yeah. I was a heroin addict for 12 years, from 16 to 28.
wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What was the catalyst of you stopping that? Because that's a really hard addiction to get off
I
of.
you want me to be honest?
Yeah.
The heroin turned into fentanyl,
Oh, okay.
and I
Yeah.
hated fentanyl. It wasn't real heroin, and I said this sucks, and I hate it, and it's stupid. And I died 8 times on fentanyl.
Oh my
I died
God.
at one time at my workplace, and I got
Mm.
fired. And then I said, I hate fentanyl. I miss real heroin, and real heroin's never coming back. So I quit.
No, that's pretty messed up, dude. I didn't know that. That's
Isn't that a weird reason to quit, though?
Yeah, it is,
Like,
but
usually
it
people
saved
are
your
like,
life
hey,
though,
I
dude.
want to.
Because most people
Yeah,
they
it
end up
did save
doing
my
just
life.
that, and a lot of them end up dying. I bet you a lot of people that you knew that you were friends with are probably no longer around because of that.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. They are not.
Yeah.
I have
So
a lot of
it
dead
was an
friends.
amazing reason. Actually, that was probably the best thing that you ever did because it
Yeah,
saved your
I
life.
hated. I hated fentanyl. I wanted real heroin back, and it wasn't
What's
coming
the
back, so
difference
I quit.
between that? Like, is it like because it's a
It's like
pure? It's,
it's like 10 times more strong than heroin. And it
okay.
doesn't last as long though. It doesn't feel the same. It doesn't. Fentanyl is like it just makes you like tired for like 5 to 10 minutes, and it's cheaper. And but like real, actual like Afghani like heroin shit like that, like brown rock heroin, like is the most amazing feeling in the entire world. I still
Yeah, I
stick
had
with that to
somebody
this
tell
day,
me
even though
say,
even though I would never do it to this day.
I know.
It is the most amazing feeling in the entire world. Fentanyl just is a cheap knockoff
I
of it.
heard
It's a
like
cheap
fentanyl is
Chinese
kind of like
knockoff.
the abyss, dude. It's like stepping into the abyss, and heroin was kind of like being hugged by God. At least that's when somebody told me
Yeah,
one
it
time.
is. It is. Yeah, 100%. 100%. But I didn't stop drugs there. Like I quit drugs doing there, and then I had my meth binge, but that lasted like 6 months to
Mm.
maybe a year, a little less than a year or something like that. I hated that. That my I'm gonna say like 11 months on meth was worse than my whole 12 years on heroin.
Yeah, that's a completely different high though,
Yeah,
cause that
and it's
yeah.
fuck, and the people and everything around it is just fucked. And I just got sick of the people, and I just decided to quit all drugs because I'm like I'm sick of being around these people. That's what made me quit all drugs. I was like these people are fucked. And then like a year after I quit drugs, I had my daughter. And then I was like,
Mm.
thank God I had my daughter after I was out of that life because I spent the majority of literally all of my adult life on drugs and
Yeah.
alcohol. And then I had my daughter like a year after I got clean, and it was like just a blessing there.
Well, that's great, dude. I didn't know very much about you. That's pretty amazing that you're able to kind of turn your life around like that. And it was just because you didn't like Fett, dude. That's crazy. But it was
I
something
just
that
didn't
saved
like
your
that,
life,
and
yeah.
because and the people.
And the people,
Yeah, I
yeah.
didn't like the
It's
druggy
understandable.
people. I hated being around them. I got sick of beating the fuck out of people all the time and fucking getting annoyed by people and people ripping me off and me having to do something about it and all that other shit, man.
Okay.
Just tired of that shit. Tired of it. But anyways, let's get into the real shit. Well, what else did I want to say? Sorry, I'm a little fucked right now.
That's okay.
You caught me at 2 a.m. when my stream goes off the rails and we make AI videos of Sandman dancing with a backpack.
Yeah, why is he so upset about that? I played it. I'm just like, it's just him swinging a backpack back and forth. But he left my stream pretty quickly, dude. Just me playing that.
It's just stupid. All right, Victoria, listen. Hold on, let me read chat. I think chat's being mad with me because I'm fucking being a reasonable human being with you, which is
They're
fine.
calling me a flip flopper, dude. They're just saying I'm a I called you a junkie and a bad dad and a hypocrite. Now she's
You
sucking
did.
down.
You did do that, and
Dude, you
that's
told
a
me,
fair
you said,
assessment. But you didn't know anything about me, and I
well,
don't know
first
anything
of
about
all, Miss
you.
Holly, I don't have a pill addiction. Nor am I a man on a voice changer. So I don't have any drug dependency issues. And it's very easy for someone like you who knows absolutely nothing fucking about me to think the worst case scenario. I'm not addicted to pills. I haven't had any issues with addiction in my life. I'm incredibly lucky because there's a lot of people that have. And by chance, if I have issues with addiction, dude, admitting it to yourself, shut the fuck up.
This is
Now
a
she
Jake
admits
Silver
it. No,
Productions.
I didn't, dude. You're easy for you to deny being an. Yeah, Miss Holly's also easy to accuse people of shit on here that they're not doing.
All
How
right,
the
let's
fuck would
ignore
you
chat.
know?
Hey, let's
Bro,
ignore
how do you
chat.
know what I do in my off time, bitch? You know
I
nothing
told
about
chat
me.
it wasn't gonna be this. But it's just me and you having a reasonable discussion. I think we're being pretty reasonable right now, right? Fucking ignore chat.
I
Hey,
think so
chat.
too, dude.
Go away. Wait, I should be on your side doing that. It's because chat's on that side, man. But anyways, there was also, I think you think that I'm a bully on the internet, where I just destroy VP every chance I get and just talk shit on her no matter what.
Yeah.
And
I don't think that you're the case. I think you're just commenting on something that's going on in the community, like me. I don't think you're necessarily a
that's not
bully.
what you said, but
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
know.
I
I
appreciate it. I
don't know
appreciate
much
it.
about you. I don't know much about you. I'm assuming that you like the community and you have an opinion on it, and that's why you choose to
Yeah.
cover this type of topics. But with the thing with vegan and my issue and why I defended her so strongly is because her and I had the same common enemies. The people that would come after her would come after me. And I find it very difficult to side with people.
Armstrong. Sorry,
I find
Armstrong.
it very
Armstrong
difficult.
was reminding me of a very important fact. So,
Well, dude, nobody knows anything about me won't be saved, and you guys make all kinds of fables about me. So if you want to take that energy and talk about me being a hypocrite, why don't you look at yourself, bro? You fucking know nothing about me, but you talk about my father, you talk about my brother, you talk about my mother. You make up accusations of me being a pill addict on here because I said one time I took a Percocet because I was in fucking pain that was prescribed by a doctor, and all of a sudden I'm snorting it or I'm boofing it. That's what you guys do. You take little tiny little bits of like things about me with some truth in it, and then you turn it to something so much worse. I have a right to talk and defend myself, Miss Holly. You put a bounty on my mother's fucking address, you stupid fucking bitch. You did that. You literally had $250 on my fucking mom's address because you didn't like what I was saying about you, but you got no problem
all
talking shit
right,
about me.
fuck chat. We're here for us. Not fuck chat. I love chat, but there is a lot of
What
instances.
address, bitch? It's my mom's address, you stupid bitch. I just live here. It's initially her home. I moved back to pay the bills. You are doxing an elderly woman's fucking home, you stupid fucking bitch. Why don't you come on the fucking panel? I like to hear your fucking fake ass Calabasas accent so you can justify coming after my mom because you didn't like what I was saying about you. Bitch, you came after me first. You're the one who started shit with me and Eric's chat. I'm not talking about Eric AF. I'm talking about, the twin.
The real Eric.
And you know what? And you kept coming after me even though I had nothing to say to you. And you're pissed off at me because I pushed back. I have a right to defend myself, you fucking bitch. If you don't like what I have to say, then maybe stop talking about me.
Are we good?
You didn't win shit, bitch. You're pathetic and you're a loser. All you do
Don't worry about Miss Holly. Don't worry about Miss Holly.
Literally, you go on fucking alts and fucking pretend to be other people on here.
I told chat you weren't gonna come on here and scream at chat, so you gotta help me out here. Fuck chat right now. Chat, I don't mean it, but fuck chat. Fuck chat right now, right? Hey chat, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, but hey, yeah, fuck chat though. What was I gonna say now? Now I'm distracted by you screaming at Miss Holly.
Hey, dude, Rennie, I don't give a fuck if you don't like my accent. I hope it triggers the fuck out of you. I hope it literally eats away at your psyche that the moment you wake up, my voice is ringing in your fucking ears.
Chad, can you remind me what I was saying before I... Chad always has to remind me what I'm saying, by the way. The chat has to carry me, by the way, Victoria.
Yo, dude, I'm a reactionary bitch. Dude, I have a big mouth. You know what? I was a pushover for the longest time in my life. I allowed people to step on me, take advantage of me, say whatever they want about me. And I stopped, dude. And I'm not going to put up with shit from anybody. I'm certainly not going to put up with some fucking bitch that spends her time literally trying to get an elderly woman's docs on here because I hurt her feelings online because she was talking shit about me. Yo, you're a fucking coward, Miss Holly. Why don't you step your fucking geriatric fucking Crypt Keeper ass on the panel and talk your fucking shit to me?
Yeah, CM fan, you're right. This is better than WWE. Me and Victoria's way better than WWE. Me and Victoria should have a weekly stream. No, listen, what was I gonna say though? Fuck, Victoria, why do you have to go on a tangent on chat for fucking 5 minutes? You know I have a bad, well, you don't know, but I have a bad attention
fourth
span.
grade insults, bitch. I was in fucking Eric's chat. You told me to go suck Sonic dick because you didn't like me in there. It's not my fault you're a geriatric biatch dude that's in a throuple with another woman because you can't keep your man satisfied. Go deal with your own shit, bro. Go deal with your own insecurities. Don't project them on other women on here.
Oh yeah, the VP shit, dude. Did you
know
dude,
you didn't hurt my feelings, you fucking creep keeper bitch. You pissed me off by fucking trying to get my mother's docs on here. That's it. I don't give a fuck what comes out of your mouth. I don't give two shits.
All right. Hey, can we, leave chat alone? Fuck chat. Don't even read chat. Fuck chat. It's just me and you right now, all right? Fuck chat. Leave them alone. They're doing their own thing. They're just trying to hype you up. They're trying to get a clip out of you, all right?
Dude, I was not from any community, bro.
Okay. Dude, they're just trying to get a clip out of you. They're trying to fucking fire you up. I told them you're not going to come on here and scream and yell, and I told them that I wouldn't scream and yell. And then you're coming on here and screaming and yelling, and you're proving me wrong, and you're making me look bad. And I know you don't care that you're making me look bad, but, don't give them what they want, okay?
Okay, I apologize, dude. I'm just not going to read chat. That's what I'm going to do.
Kidding. I'm just kidding.
Going to, I think I should just leave, dude, for real.
No. No, just don't read chat and just talk to me. Don't fucking worry about chat. I don't know why you have to leave.
Well,
we didn't even get into the shit. We just, we got introductions to each other, and that's it.
I spent, literally months defending vegan to my own detriment. I had numerous people go in there, telling me vegan did this, vegan did that. What's your opinion on that?
Okay, of course.
I tried to be cordial and I tried to be subjective. It's very difficult in this community because everybody expects you to pick a side.
Of course.
And I felt like, the people who had the strongest opinions on vegan were the ones. Shut the fuck up, Miss Holly. Ain't a fucking pushover, bitch. You're the one who literally got replaced by a whale, bro.
Stop reading
you
chat,
got replaced by a fat bitch. Meanwhile, you're making fun of fucking fat bitches on here. What is the irony of that? Come on.
Chill, bro. Come on, chat. Chill out, dude. We're trying to have this conversation, chat. Come on. This is the only time I've ever got to talk to Victoria because she acts like I don't exist half the time, and I finally get to have a conversation with Victoria, and chat's ruining it.
Like I said, I tried. Okay, I tried to be subjective, dude, but I'm a very reactionary person. If I feel like somebody is saying something to me that I feel is wrong or is distorted or just straight up fucking lies, I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna defend myself. That's what I do. I think it's
Yeah.
nuts being in a relationship with two people and then convincing yourself you're in love with them. That's what I think is fucking insane. Also think it's crazy when you go into other males' chats acting like you're some hot Asian bitch when really you're not. I mean, that's pretty fucking crazy too. I mean, how many alts do you have, Miss Hoggy? Because I want to know. Yeah, you've been in a relationship with 15 years and you're incredibly miserable and sad. It's so apparent by the way that you conduct yourself on here. At least I have an excuse, bitch, for the way that I am. What
Did you
about
come on here to
yourself?
talk to Miss Holly? Come on, dude. Like, can we like have a real conversation, or is Miss Holly
Okay,
gonna?
we can, dude. We
Okay.
can try
Are
to.
you
do that.
promise? Because I'm not
Yes,
like I've
I
been
will
like
attempt
trying to
to
have a
do that.
conversation with you for like a month now.
Well, no, you just act like you are, though. That's the thing,
Me?
Miss Holly. Because if you were happy,
Oh.
you would be going
Oh,
after people
see?
on here, and you wouldn't be trying to get my fucking docs because you don't like the way that I say the shit that I say about you on here. You're the one projecting. That's what you do all the fucking time.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're okay, dude.
All right. Let me try to remember what I was gonna say again before you started screaming at Miss Holly. Hey, Miss Holly, can you chill for like 2 seconds, please? Why? What is that noise in my earbuds? Somebody else joining?
I have no
Nobody?
idea.
Okay. All right. So.
You didn't win anything, bitch. There's no. That's the thing about it. This isn't a
Fuck. I can never win. Okay. No. Hey, you guys, chill out a little bit, all right? Chat.
Okay,
Can you give me
guys,
a little
I'm
bit of room
trying,
here? Let me
I'm
do my
trying.
thing.
I'm trying.
Not you. I'm talking to chat.
I'm really trying not to. Like, really.
Let me do my thing, guys. All right. So, I made a video, a live stream, a couple months ago. Hold on, let me look it up right now, actually, because it was called "We're Saving." Whoa, not that one, not that one. Okay. Oh, never mind. You guys can't hear my audio anyhow because I'm on StreamYard. Hold on, let me go back to my live stream real quick. It was a live stream called "We're Saving Victoria J" or something like that. Yeah, I don't know where it went. Victoria J. I don't remember where it was, but it was one of the ones that said "We're saving Victoria J" or something like that. And I went in the whole fucking live thing, and I said, and I predicted everything that was gonna happen. I said, one of these times, I was like, Victoria's one of these people that she fucking announces her opinion. I was like, Victoria says what she thinks about things. I was like, one of these days, VP's not gonna like it. I was like, one of these days, I was like, VP is not gonna like it, and she's gonna fucking turn on Victoria, and it's gonna start this whole fucking thing all over again. And I said that word for fucking word, and I will find the clip one of these days. And then today, an hour before my stream, I see you, because I'm subscribed to you, and I seen your thing come up, and I'm like, whoa, you're gonna fucking live stream before me? What the fuck? And then I fucking tuned into it, and you were like, fuck you, VP, if you want to fucking start talking shit. I was like, let's fucking go. Like,
well, I didn't say that, like, verbatim, fuck you, VP.
No, not verbatim. I'm just being, like, facetious on the words.
Yeah,
like,
but I was just like, it got, because she messages me a lot of times. Any person who's remotely.
She used to message me a lot, too.
She does it to everybody. It's not, you're not special.
I actually tried to talk to her like a human, like you did.
Yeah.
Do you know that about me?
I did. I tried to do that a long for a very, very long time.
I talked to her I tried to talk to when I first started streaming on here about this community, because I actually had a podcast before this that I did other shit on for like a year and a half, like before I started coming into this community and doing this shit. That's why I just all of a sudden have like this set up and shit like that, because I did other shit before this. Now I'm here in this community. Now I came over here to grift, as you would say.
Yeah. No, I mean,
but yeah, but I know what you're saying though.
for me, like personally, I've tried to be nice to vegan because dude, it's a long. I'm not gonna go into like the whole details of why I decided to.
You took it too far though, because I tried to be nice to VP and behind the scenes. I tried to be nice to her, and she.
I know.
But I didn't put up as much as you did though.
Yeah,
I tried telling her, I was like, listen, I was like, you have to
they expect people, like they antagonize people and they start like feuds with people because it's content, it's fun, it's watching people.
Well, I'm not talking about chat, I'm talking about like us as a people.
Well, I understand that, but chat definitely dictates what goes on in this community. They're definitely.
Oh yeah, chat. Yeah, but I'm talking about us as people. She reached out to me, I think. On Instagram, and I talked to her. I was like, you know what? If you want to reach out to me, and I'm talking shit on you, I'm talking shit on you on the internet, you have a right for me to talk to you, right? Like, why would I talk shit on the internet and not talk to her like person to person, right?
Yeah.
So I talked to her person to person, and I'm sitting there, and she's like, she's like, well, I just think you have the wrong idea of me and all this, and I was like, well, I just go on what I see off the clips.
Yeah.
I was like, I just go off what I see on your lives, and I go off all this stuff. I was like, and what it seems like you just don't have any accountability, you just don't have any self-awareness, and you don't have any accountability for your actions and shit like that. And she just flips on me. And then after that, I was like, nah, I'm fucking good, dude. I'm fucking good on all that. So then I blocked her, and like, cause she would just start. Every time I do a stream, she'd just start sending me fucking 20 fucking voicemails, fucking being like, well, you don't know shit about what I've been through with my domestic violence. And I'm like, fuck you. I just blocked her, dude.
Was, like, under this impression, the moment that she won the RO and that she was able to get an RO against Nick, that would stop everything. That would be proof that she's a domestic abuse survivor and that people wouldn't still have the same opinion on her as they do. And that's not the case. If anything, doing that probably puts even more people off in this community because they hear this all the time: freedom of speech, and they felt like vegan was taking away Nick's right to, talk about, vegan, which he had a right to talk about her, and so did she had a right to talk about him. Now it's debate to how far he took it. I do think he took it a little too far. He was bringing up her family, and he was bringing up her pets. It was
a slam dunk RO. With the threats and stuff against the dog and her and stuff like that, it was a slam dunk RO. But you said it was Q's fault or Katz's fault or somebody's fault that she got the RO.
That were rallying around. I'm not going to mention who they are, but there were people around Nick that was giving him the false sense of hope that he was going to win, and because of that, he kept going progressively harder on VP. And it was getting much more to the point where it kind of seemed like he was threatening her and threatening her animals. And Beacon is she lives online, dude. Obviously, otherwise she wouldn't be messaging you all the time, messaging me and multiple of other people. She lives online. She watches a lot of content, and she gets screenshots from people and she gets clips from them. So she was able to get the evidence purely because of Nick being so outlandish with his content and going into these kind of territories where it seemed like he was threatening her. So definitely, he definitely made it so much easier for her to get what she wanted. I do believe that. But he was, mostly his motivation was money. That was what he was doing. He was drifting on the VP hate, and he was making a lot of money. Well, for somebody, for what he does and the content that he makes, he was making reasonably amount of money from it. And that was pissing Vegan off.
Damn it. Yeah, I know what you're saying, yeah. But, no, go ahead. You're good.
Well, and that was sort of the point. I think Nick is similar to Vegan. The only difference is Nick isn't
Yeah,
entitled.
they're very similar. They're very
Yeah.
similar people, but like the fact that it was a domestic violence, you got to put the word violence in there. That's the part
Mhm.
that really gets me. Violence to me is
Well,
a
there's
word.
different
Violence to
categories
me
of
isn't words.
violence,
Violence
though,
to me
dude.
is like
I know, but there's
beating the
different
fuck out of
definitions of
somebody.
DV, and hers was that he was sort of using his platform to make it difficult for her to,
It's like the woke,
financially survive.
weird California,
Yeah,
like
so it's the
domestic
law that
violence could be you calling somebody stupid now in California, pretty much.
well, if it's like affecting her financial,
But it's not.
her ability to make money.
He didn't shut down
That's
her
what she said,
financials.
though, dude. That's what she
Yeah,
said.
yeah,
She's
yeah, yeah,
saying
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
he was
yeah.
sort of
But
making it difficult for her to do her
he didn't
job.
actually affect her financials. He didn't get her car taken away. She decided by, for some reason, that she was gonna get with a homeless schizo drug addict, and
Well, he was in
she was
he was in homeless state. He had his own place. I don't think he
Nick
was
did.
bad. Yeah, he did. He lived on his own. Um, so he had a job when she met him. They both kind of, were much better off before they met each other. It's kind of weird that they both lost everything the moment they kind of, broke up. And but Nick did have a job, and he did have a place.
This is bullcrap. I can't share anything on my thing because I'm in fucking Firefox. I was trying to share a clip, but that's why I was like, just letting you go a little bit longer because I was trying to share a clip, but I'm in Firefox. I guess you have to be in Google Chrome because I don't use this shit. I don't use this StreamYard bullshit. But whatever. I can't share any clips because I'm in Firefox, I guess. But no, hold on. Imagine using Firefox? Fuck you. No, Firefox is the best. I don't give a fuck. No, it actually isn't. I'm just used to using Firefox. I actually use Opera GX usually now. Google Chrome, homie. No, fucking Google Chrome's annoying. The only thing Google Chrome is good for is fucking StreamYard. That's the only thing Google Chrome is good for. Netscape. Yeah, might as well download Netscape, right? Fuck you guys. I'm sorry, Victoria. They get distracted me. What were you saying?
No, they like I said, he had a place. I don't know. I remember seeing a clip of him that he had quit his job, and he talked about
How would
how
he have a job in that
he did.
mindset? Chat, is this true? Did he have a job in a place? I'm not gonna listen to the first person in chat, but I'm gonna listen to chat. Hey, chat, did Nick have a job in a place? He did have a job in a place? Okay. Total attendees. Yep, everybody's saying yeah. Yep. He had a job in a place. That's crazy. What happened? Like the mess destroyed his mind then?
I don't. He told me he didn't want to work those jobs anymore. They were back-breaking. He didn't enjoy it, and he would rather not have one. He worked
He
in
would
like a
just rather
grocery
not
store,
have one.
and
He
I
worked in
think
a
he worked
what? A
in
grocery
he,
store, you said?
yeah, he worked in a grocery store, and I think he worked in a warehouse too, but I could be wrong.
And then he got with VP and destroyed his entire life. Not that
I can't
VP
really
destroyed his
know,
life,
but
but like she
yeah,
kind of did though. They both destroyed each other's life, but like VP destroyed his life way more than he destroyed hers because he didn't do anything more than it was already happening to her. She was already getting her jobs reported when she did the delivery with the dog shit groceries on them and fucking driving around hitting curbs and all this other shit and fucking hitting a pedestrian. People were already reporting her fucking gig jobs way before the whole fucking Nick thing ever happened. Vegan wrecked his life. And I will say that till the end. I will say that to the end. He didn't destroy Vegan's
I don't know,
life.
dude. I don't think Vegan had that much like control over Nick's life. She's not a part of him anymore. They can't really talk about each other. he kind of has to be accountable for the stuff that he's
Well,
done. And
he wanted a girlfriend, and like he didn't expect for her to be a complete fucking psychotic.
no, he was clear about it. Like he was just kind of using her for her resources. He said that repeatedly over and over again.
I think that was a cope from Nick.
Well, maybe it was, but it was both. They were both
Imagine getting dumped and you're like, yeah, I was just using that. But you know what I mean? Like how these young people do. Not me and you, Victoria, in our old age.
What?
I'm just kidding. Victoria, I'm just kidding. I'm just
No,
kidding.
dude, I can't hear you for like you went out for a second, so I couldn't.
Oh.
But yeah, so like I said, again, this thing has nothing. You asked me why I defended vegan, because we had common enemies. Because there was a lot of people that were saying, "Hey, Victoria, how could you defend somebody like that? Who talked about your mother, who talked about you, who spread lies about you on here, who would pretend to be you and go into people's chat like controllers and bring up her child." And do all these awful things. Why would you even bother to try to humor somebody like that? And what I tried to explain was, when I started talking shit about her, when I started insulting her, she didn't do anything directly to me. This was just me purely out of my own self-loathing and insecurities, because I was going through a lot at that time in my life. And I found somebody like her who's a very easy target. Vegan is not easy to defend. I'm speaking from firsthand experience. It's
Exactly. So why?
To defend somebody like that, dude? It's so hard to defend that because it makes you seem like you're complicit in the things that she's doing. You're enabling.
Yes.
It's impossible, but it's also so incredibly easy to go after somebody like that because nobody's gonna have your back. And I was just like, I wasn't trying
because they're wrong.
I wasn't trying to defend her as much as like I don't want to go in this feud with her again. I felt guilty about going after her.
Yes.
And I saw her
and it's human for you to feel bad about something like that. Like somebody that's like you felt like you were attacking somebody that was kicked when they're down, correct?
Yeah, but she was also on a collision course to disaster, dude, and I didn't want to be a part of that. I don't think there's going to be a happy story for VP, like a happy ending.
Okay.
I think
of course, but like you don't have to co-sign the bullshit.
No,
either,
I know.
though.
I didn't think it was going to get to that extent. I thought people would at least say, "Hey, Victoria, we understand that we understand you don't want to get in a feud with her. You want to fall back into those traps." But this community is very tribal, and they expect you to pick a side. And if you don't pick a side, they're going to force you to pick one. So I had these people kind of just on a daily basis, kind of bring up all the stuff that VP did, and me trying to kind of, at the same time not give a. I hope I was giving like constructive criticism for her, but a lot of people felt like no, that I was just defending her. And
no, I don't think so. Like I felt like you were like bending over backwards on this shit to like defend VP on her shit. Like that's when I went like on my stream I would watch clips of you and it seemed like you were like I even did like an E thing where I like bent over backwards. I'm like, hey VP, like
it was in the beginning it was different. I would give her criticism, but then it started turning into the same people that were attacking her were attacking me. I'm not going to side with people that are attacking me and making up lies about me on here. They ain't going to fucking.
Of course, no. You're not. You don't have to side with them, but you can still be your like. You can still have your own opinion
and
without.
I felt like there was people definitely in here that they wanted me to feud with her because it's entertaining. They wanted me to go after her because it's fun, and I also didn't want to fall in the trap of manipulation.
I did that today. When I watched your guys' stream, that happened an hour before my stream happened, and I was like, "Let's fucking go!" Like fucking content, like you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I got it, but like at the same time, I was like, "Bro, like this is for real." Though at the same time, I was like you actually like defended her, and you like put your name on the line out here defending her and stuff like that, just for her to come and just pretty much just spit in your fucking face.
Well, it's like it was getting to the point now, dude, because she's messaging me like it's usually it's not a daily basis, but it happens a lot. And I like I said, I didn't want to fall into that trap. I didn't want to give people the satisfaction of them saying, "Hey, I told you so. You should have listened to us." And I also didn't want to attack somebody that I know that's not going. Her life is a steady decline. It's not going to get any better because she's so deep in her denial. And she's so caught up in this victimhood that I don't think she's ever going to get out of this hole. It's just going to get progressively worse and worse. I just don't want to be that person to kick her when she's down, dude. She's clearly mentally ill. There's something wrong. There's something beyond possible drugs. Even though a lot of people say that she thinks that she's on drugs, I don't know, dude. I can't really tell.
I don't know either. I always say that too. I'm super fair to VP. People will say she's on fucking meth. I was like, I can't say if she's on. I always say it on my stream. I say I don't know if she's on meth, so I'm not gonna say she's on meth. I've always been 100% fair with everybody I talk about. Everybody I react on the stream to, I say if it's not something I don't know for certain, I say I don't fucking know. I'm not one of these people. That's why I feel like you thought I was one of these people that came on here and was like, this bitch is fat, this bitch is on meth, this bitch, you know what I mean? Like, just from clips that you've got before. And and like you said, I did say something wrong about you earlier. I don't remember what it was, but I may have said something. So I may have slipped up. You know what I mean? I get a little energized, and I may say something wrong about people. I do it, but I don't do it intentionally. I don't do it for it's just something like I'll be getting worked up, and I'll say something.
The catalyst of this, and I think one of the reasons why a lot of people really started kind of attacking me and sort of lumping me in with VP is because of Q. Q made content about vegan and her family. Now, this is debatable, and I know a lot of people are like, well, this is satire. So what if he took photos that are private citizens?
But was it a photo though? Was it a photo of the family?
There were photos that he used as like a template for.
So when he made the AI art, he used an actual photo of the family in a room like that was in the video.
He used photographs that somebody gave him from, I think, Facebook. He rendered it AI, and he used it as a template to make his AI art.
How do you know that though?
Because he told me.
Q told you.
Yes, he did. I asked him, where did you get the photos from to render it AI? And he said, I didn't get them. Somebody gave them to me. He didn't tell me who it was, though.
Okay.
And that was my issue with him. And I'm like, dude, why are you bringing in babies into this and putting like?
But still, But my point is that he made them in the cartoons.
It doesn't justify that.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me explain it. Let me explain it first, and then let me explain it, and then you can give your rebuttal at the end. I'm gonna be completely fair about it. Okay. He made them in the cartoons. I've seen the cartoon. It was like her relative, and there was a baby in the, like, I don't remember if she was like holding the baby or the baby was in the background or something like that, but they were a cartoon, and then like they both had the vegan mask on, which is like it's not just a vegan patriot mask, it's a mask for something else. Yeah. But like that, like I said, it's used to it's a marionette mask. It was just used to connect them to VP. It wasn't like, and you kept saying it was like sexualizing the child.
It was two things. It was to connect them to vegan, but also connect something that she was deeply ashamed of that was connected to her past sex work.
Obviously, the baby's not doing sexual acts in a glory hole.
But dude, why couldn't you just blur out the baby's face? Why did you have to resort to using the same?
Because it was a cartoon, but it was a cartoon. It wasn't like the actual baby's face, though.
These are based on real people. These are private.
Okay, based on. It's like
but it doesn't matter.
It's a cartoon,
but it was directed at vegan, and
yes, of course.
Even if it's just rendered into cartoon, it's still that person exists. That baby is her nephew. That is her sister. That is her mother. That is her stepfather. That is her grandmother.
Listen, I personally wouldn't have done that myself. If it was up to me, I would have been like, nah, that's a no-go for me. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't think it was as real as everybody's making it sound. Like, it's like, oh my God, Q is sexualizing children. Like, I was like, no, I don't think so.
The problem, like, that was the issue. It was the intent. He did that deliberately because he knew it was going to upset vegan. He was bringing up her family, which she hated, and he was also bringing up her sex work. And I was like, dude, and he said that he did it because of me. He said that. He said the reason why he did that was because of me, because of what vegan was saying about my mother. And I told him, I wish you had come to me first because I don't want to be a part of that. You know, back then I had like a stern line. When I was attacking vegan, when vegan was going hard on me and talking about my mother, I never once brought up her family. I never said one thing about
But
her
it doesn't
mom.
look anything like their family, though. It's not like
You
people
don't
that
know,
don't.
dude. Do you know
I
what her
know,
family
no,
looks
no.
like?
Yes, but like if they like if somebody didn't know who they were, or if even if somebody did know who they were and they watched that cartoon, they wouldn't be like, "Oh, that's Vegan's family members." But like it was such a cartoon that like it could have been any random person. Like it's not like somebody that knew them would have watched that on the internet. Like if it was that, say he made the AI thing, except for it was actually them, and then he did it, and like people on the internet seen it, and they're like, hey, that looks like
Well,
somebody I
first of
know.
all,
But it was like,
first of
hey,
all,
no,
these
wait,
are
wait, wait, wait,
private
wait,
people,
wait.
dude. You can't
Hold on, give me a
expect
second.
private
Let me
people.
finish. Let me
Yeah, but
finish.
you can't expect private people for the public to know who they are. It's not directed to the public. It's more so directed at vegan. Vegan knows who her
I'm not talking
family
about.
is.
I'm talking about like if people that they know actually seen it as a cartoon,
How
they
would you
wouldn't know
know
who that
that?
was.
How would you know that though? If it's based upon them and he rendered them
Because
as
it was a
being
cartoon, they wouldn't know.
it
They wouldn't be
doesn't
like,
matter,
"Oh, hey,
dude.
that's my
You
niece
know
or
who
that's my
vegan,
cousin."
dude. You know who vegan is, don't you? Through the AI art he did. I'm sure there's plenty of people that see the
Yeah,
AI
but
art
like,
vegan and are aware of that.
take
So
the
how can
mask.
they feel?
Hey, wait.
Dude,
Take the
no,
mask
come on.
away. Take the mask away, though. Would they know who it was?
I don't know. You should ask them. You should ask their family. The fact of the matter
I
is
don't want
they
to ask
know.
their family.
So it's her family that knows
I'm
that.
just
They're
saying
aware of that
but
because
they
they're
would,
connected to
but
her.
they wouldn't
So it
know.
doesn't matter. No, you're deflecting again. We're focusing
I'm
on
not
something.
deflecting. I'm being a.
Just
I'm having a reasonable conversation. I'm
But no,
saying
you're
like
making it seem like you're making this into something that it isn't. It shouldn't matter if somebody who may see that.
I'm making a hypothetical. It's a very
Yeah,
important part of
but
a.
you're trying, dude. It's not much of a hypothetical.
Yeah, it's a
So you're
very good
saying because
hypothetical.
you're making a assumption saying that their family or their friends may not recognize them. Well, they full well
As a
know it's them
cartoon.
in there because it's connected to vegan.
But without the mask, though, would it be
No,
connected to
it would
vegan?
still be connected to vegan regardless. People who are close to vegan knows that she has those family members, so you wouldn't even have
But
to
they
see
wouldn't look
them.
like the family
So,
members as
now,
cartoons,
dude, like,
though.
but people know it's her family though. So
Even
that
if it
argument
wasn't
is
labeled
irrelevant. What you're
anything about
saying,
her, I'm talking about if it wasn't labeled vegan patriot, if it didn't have the mask on,
but it's
if all that was
labeled
stripped
vegan,
away and it was
dude,
just
and it's
no,
connected to her.
wait.
You're using
Could you
hypotheticals that
listen?
don't
You won't
apply
even
to
listen
this
to what I'm saying,
conversation because what
Victoria.
you're
You won't
saying doesn't make
listen.
any sense, dude. That's why I'm not listening.
You no, because you won't listen to what I'm saying. That's why it doesn't
Well,
make
no,
any
okay, dude.
sense.
If they introduce themselves as her family members, every person who had seen the
Um,
clip knows it's about her family, even if
yes,
they
I
haven't met her
know,
family.
but I'm
So how
saying.
can
I'm
so?
saying, what if vegan wasn't connected to it at all, and they took the mask away, and it was just a random cartoon, and it was posted,
But it's not
and it
that
was sent
though.
to them? They
It's
wouldn't.
not that
I know
though.
it's not that. I know it's not
So
that.
how
But
are
what
you
if
using
it
that
was
as an
just sent to
example when that
them?
doesn't apply for the situation?
Because it's a cartoon. I'm trying
It's
to
a
compare it to
cartoon
you.
based on
All
real
the,
people though.
yes, I know, but there's a mask that gets put onto it, and then that makes it all about vegan, and then you know what I mean. Like if you take the mask away, nobody knows it's vegan's family members. Once you put the vegan mask on them, then they're like, oh, that's supposed to be Vegan Patriots family
Again, I
members.
will
That's
say
what I'm
this
saying.
again. It's very easy for you to say that because you haven't experienced that. He spent most of his time attacking me and turning me into some kind of monster on here because I critiqued what he did to Vegan's
It's not
family.
very easy for me to say that.
No, it is incredibly easy for you to say that because you're not a
I'm not
receiving
making
end of
fun of
that.
anybody though.
But I'm just telling you that you're defending somebody's actions when you haven't
I'm not
received that. You
defending
don't
them.
know
I'm
what
just
it's
saying.
like for people to go into your family's Facebook, take their photos, use that to mock you. What the fuck does her family have to do with you or me or anybody for that matter?
I didn't
Why are
say
they
it was
being
right.
dragged
I'm
into
just saying like it's just a cartoon.
Yeah, but it's a cartoon that had effects. Do you think that Vegan was going to allow people to use her family to make content and to make money off of it? Why do you think she went after Nick so hard why do you think she went so hard after him? Because there was people like you who's antagonizing her and making her mad to the point where she felt like she had to go to the courts to do that.
I don't know. Why don't you explain to me?
Well, I just explained it to you. You know, this was directed at Vegan. And what did you guys think she was going to do? She was just going to sit back and lay in Purple's bed surrounded by rotten food, and she was going to allow you to drag your feet into this? No, did you guys really think that? Did you guys really think that she was going to allow you guys to take her EBT card away from her? Did you guys really think that she was going to allow you guys to run your fucking mouth nonstop about her? Meanwhile, Nick is benefiting financially off of it? Of course she wasn't going to do that. Vegan has
No.
admitted so many fucking times.
Vegan's the main character.
But she's incredibly.
She has that main character syndrome. She thinks it's all about her. She said a guy with a dead wife doesn't have trauma, and she does.
I know.
On your stream.
But the thing about Vegan that you guys seem to forget and you don't understand is that she lives perpetually online. This is her life. There is no blur.
Then why is she accusing everybody else being perpetually online?
Because that's what she does. She projects a lot of her insecurities on other people. That's how Vegan copes with shit. That's how she deals with it. Vegan will go after anybody that she perceives as a threat to her, or is going to attack her like on any stance. Dude, it could be something so stupid. It could be the dumbest shit, like just Degas changing his mind, which was ridiculous. I couldn't defend that shit. I couldn't. Yeah. I just couldn't.
No, I understand why you couldn't, do, because Duke can allow to have at his house whoever the fuck he wants. And for her to be like, "Oh, you're just a bitch because you wouldn't have me at your house." Like, no, he just realized, whoa, it's gonna be a lot more negative than a positive. I'm not gonna invite her here. He changed his fucking mind, and that's fine.
Did you look at Purple's home? Did you look at the carpets that he had to lift up because Abby is pooping all over them and destroying them, and supposedly they were full of fleas? Did you see her take like the sheet off of her mattress and all of the stains that's on there? Did you see the dirt that she had all over in her room? Nobody wants to open their place up to somebody like that who's so incredibly disrespectful. Nobody does.
The sheets were fucked.
Of people like calling in and sending, wellness checks to their homes. It's just so much stuff that's not worth it. And VP is inconsiderate.
She defended that?
No, I never defended that. That was insane. I questioned Vegan sanity at that point. I questioned, like, what is going on with you, girl, that you would literally film yourself cleaning, like, taking the sheets off, and they're stained to the point where you would think that she would have to. They're gonna have to throw out that mattress. There's no question about that. I don't know how she can sleep on it. I don't know how she can sleep surrounded by pee bottles like that. She's literally just a foot away from the bathroom. There's things that she does that makes me question that she has something deeply wrong with her. And
I do think she has something very deeply wrong with her, and I think her biggest issue running right now is people defending her, and people, like, there's like 3 or 4, maybe 5 people in her chat that are like, VP's the greatest. VP never did anything wrong to anybody. And I feel like you contributed that in a big way to make her feel validated.
Exactly. I never said she was the greatest. I've always said
I know you didn't. I know you didn't. And I've watched. Victoria, I watch you. I know pretty much everything you say because I watch your streams. Even though I'm banned, I watch their streams.
When I would allow her on my panel, I opened the chat to just about anyone. I didn't censor what they had to say about her. But I told them that I'm not going to freaking pile, on her. I'm not going to start doing the exact same thing that chat is doing to her because she will fucking leave. Do you think Vegan's actually going to listen to me critique her and criticize her and judge her when she can't even take a little tiny bit of criticism?
No, but you can't co-sign her bullshit though either, because then it feels validated to her. She feels validated by you and then the 5 other people in her chat that are validating her.
Like the important things that actually mattered, like the way that she treated Purple's house, I couldn't justify that. The way that she treated Astro Mom, I never fucking.
I don't care about that stuff. I care about how she's. I don't care about her actions. I care about how she's. I care about how she feels like a victim.
That I can't change, dude. She needs. You think that?
But you validate her victimhood.
I didn't validate her victimhood. There's definitely people that are in the chat that target her because she's a very easy.
You enable her because you're like, well, she did go through a lot.
No, dude, I don't enable her. I don't do anything.
My opinion is that you enabled her because you were the one.
dude, my
I know.
actions don't have any direct impact on her
I'm
life. I
talking
don't
about how
benefit.
you would be
I
like,
don't
well,
financially provide for her. I don't do anything that's going to have any direct
okay,
impact on her
of
life.
course, yeah, of course,
The only
Victoria.
thing
But
that I
you
do is
hold
I just
on.
don't pile up on her, and I don't criticize her every opportunity that I can get. There's people in my
Oh, of
chat that
course
do that
not. Of
already.
course not. Of
So
course
you
not.
can't put me
Because you're trying to be fair.
in the same category as somebody who is giving her money, who's giving her like a financial aid in any way, or is providing a roof for her.
Of
I'm not
course not,
doing any of that shit. So I
because you're
don't think
trying to
I'm
be
in that
fair.
space.
You're just hey, listen, you're just trying to be fair. Like I am fair. You know what I mean? I only react to what I see on the internet. I don't attack family just like you don't. But there'll be times where like she does something and you'll like just start making like a kind
Well,
of like a cope for her,
well,
like
no,
because
I just kind of.
you're like
This
and
is
it's
what
like
I
a
do.
super reached cope. Like
This is what I do. It's not a cope. It's me just kind of explaining to chat. This is how she feels. Vegan
hold on a
does
second.
genuinely
Hey,
feel.
I'm listening to you. I have an earbud in. I just gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'm still listening. Okay.
Okay, dude. Oh, I don't know what to say now because I'm just kind of like, oh no, it's just me and chat
I'm
right now.
no, I'm I'm still listening. I have an earbud in. I just have to go to the
Okay.
bathroom.
the the thing with vegan, it was that I wasn't justifying her behavior. Like people be like, well, she does this and she does that. I'm like, yeah, but in her mind, she feels like she's a victim. She feels like people are not listening to her. Vegan has she it's very difficult for her to have any type of compassion or empathy beyond herself. It's really hard for her to do that. I noticed that a lot. A lot of people say that they think that she's a narcissist, and they think that she is like somebody who is a manipulator, and I do believe that. I do believe to some extent she is like that, but at the same time I also believe that she's mentally ill. um and I don't want to be in a situation where I feel like I'm contributing to her downfall. She's not, you guys, she's not going to have a happy ending. She's not going to be able to escape this. This is something that she's going to carry with her for the rest of her life. And it's sad because I do think there was a lot of good intentioned people that cared about her, that gave her good advice, that gave her money and gave her things that she needed, but she took advantage of that because she's incapable of freaking being accountable for her actions. I don't think she understands people in the same way that most people do. I think she kind of looks at people as what can she do for her, and that's it. I don't think she's able to really see people for their value unless it's for, her gain.
I don't remember what I was gonna say because I went to the bathroom. Hold on, let me process everything you said. You can go ahead and talk. I just have to.
But the thing about, and this is the thing, is I don't think I enable her, dude. I think maybe people felt like I did because I gave her a platform where she could talk and speak her truth. But I don't have that type of control over her life. Like if I was a friend of hers, which I wasn't, I wasn't particularly close with her. We were acquaintances that were kind of connected through like, our shared, you know, people that disliked us. That was it.
But here's my point: is that you would come in, I would be in your chat, and I would never say anything completely terrible, and I would get banned because I would say something. I would say that you were covering for VP too hard and shit like that. And you would say, why don't you find, you would say, and these are your exact words, you would say, why doesn't somebody make me a list of 10 reasons why you should hate VP? Why don't you make me a fucking list of 10 reasons why anybody would hate VP?
Anything like that on here.
And then, so I come on your panel to try to explain to you why I hate VP, and Eric's on your panel. It's me, you, and Eric. That was back when you were chilling with Eric. And I would go to talk, and Eric would just fucking start rambling about something else. So I didn't get to talk. And then I just ended up just leaving. And then there was another time, and then you went on another thing. You said, if you guys hate VP so bad, why doesn't somebody come up at my panel and tell me right now why you guys hate VP so bad? If everybody should hate VP, why don't you come on and explain? I was like, fuck it, I will. I came up in my room, fired up my computer and everything. I was ready to go. Come up here. I get on panel with you. and you started screaming at chat, and then I joked around with you, told you, hey, can you keep it down or something like that because you were screaming. Ban me from StreamYard. Ban me from StreamYard just for joking around. Oh, there was a clip on my channel because I clipped it because it was funny, but
okay.
But I never got a chance to, and I'm like, bro, I have like 20 reasons, like 10. Fuck, I have like 20 of them. Let's fucking go all fucking day long.
Well, I don't remember that, dude. There's a lot of stuff that I said on here that I don't remember. Like, I have a horrible
But that was you gotta admit that's a crazy thing to say.
Well, I was probably saying that because there's a lot of people in my chat. I'm like, hey, if you got the guts, why don't you come on my panel and say it's incredibly easy to say it in the safe confines of chat. It's very different to come on and express your opinion.
That's what you always say. There's a bunch of people that hide behind PFPs. Trust me, Victoria, I'm very in tune with your content. I watch it all the time. You say there's a bunch of people behind PFPs that hate vegan, that probably don't have jobs and probably don't have, and then that's like really hip.
Investment. There's a certain level of investment that I don't have, dude. I know people think I'm on here perpetually. I'm online all the time. That's not the case. I'm rarely ever in people's chats. I do occasionally go live, but most of the time, dude, I don't know much of the back lore. So if I'm so invested as people claim that I am, then why do I know very little about this community? Like, so you can't say that. Like, if I'm so invested in,
I didn't say you knew a lot about in the community.
The people that say that stuff, and then I'm.
Oh, you're talking to chat. Okay. But when you said you, I thought you were talking about me. I was like, I never said you knew a bunch about chat. I even know on my streams I have made fun of you for getting the lore wrong, but I figured if you're gonna do a stream about it, you might as well like research the topic first before you stream about it.
I'm rarely ever in the on like people's chats. I'm rarely ever.
Yeah.
Like, I occasionally went into I think I went into today for like 15, 20 minutes. I left. I came back. I was in Scribbles like yesterday or something for like 5 minutes, and then I left. I'm not in chat all the time, dude. I'm rarely ever in there. Mike can contest that. He can even say that himself. She sees everything in chat daily. That's bullshit. That's not true. I get screenshots, Gen J. People send me screenshots of shit people are saying about me.
People send me screenshots too, so that's a fair assessment. I'll give you that one, Victoria. I'm sure you don't see everything in chat. I'm sure you have your little fucking worms that.
And I'm not working again. You guys.
Your little fucking worms that send you shit from chat.
You try to pass it off as facts. No, I'm not. I'm not lurking. Why would I stay in a chat where people there are saying horrible stuff about me? Like, I make an effort not to engage this stuff. I know this sounds surprising. That's how I did.
We're not bringing JD back, Summer. Fuck JD. No, not fuck JD. JD was really nice to me, actually. But JD, I ended my stream to have JD on because JD came in my chat and said that we were. Hey, what did he say we were?
Don't compare me to Scribbles, dude. You're the one that wanted to be in a relationship with him, not me.
Yeah, so it was you know that was a whole troll, right?
That's horrible. That's fucked up if she did that, if it was just to troll him, to fuck with somebody's head. Why would you do that?
Well, I mean, Scribbles is a piece of shit, though.
Even though he's a piece of shit that doesn't give a right for people to come in there and try to sabotage other people's lives on here. Like, what?
Well, if he's willing to talk to some bitch on the side, doesn't that say a lot more than Scribbles than it does about Gen J?
No, I think it says more about the person that's deliberately going after somebody that they know that they can fuck with.
Oh. I had a different idea, that's all. That's not how it would go for me, that's all. I would be more mad at the person coming at the, you know what I mean?
No, I would be more pissed off at the person who is going after people on here purely for some sick satisfaction.
But like, if it was that real though, like between them, then he wouldn't have. Like, is he that tempted by some chatter that like he had to? Is his life unhappy?
It's Scribbles' fault that somebody purposely singled him out to.
It's not Scribbles' fault?
No, whose fault is it? So who do you think? Jen doesn't have any freaking accountability?
Dude, if somebody did that to me, I'm married, you know that, right? Well, I'm not fully married, but I'm about to be married. But if somebody did that to me, that ain't happening to me.
We're talking about Scribbles and we're talking about Gen J. So Gen J actively seeked out somebody who has clearly marital problems for her own twisted fucking amusement. That's fucked up, in my opinion. I wouldn't do that to
Okay.
somebody. I wouldn't
No,
fucking
I
mind fuck
wouldn't do
somebody
that to
for
somebody
fun.
either. I wouldn't do that to
And
somebody either. But
regardless
like,
of
if
Scribbles being a cheater
somebody
or
hit me
not,
up,
that's not justification for her behavior. That doesn't cancel out the fucked up shit that she did. Like, why
I'm
are
just
you
saying,
going after a man that's married?
my
What about his
relationship
wife?
is very
Let me
happy.
say
If
something.
somebody,
Let me say something. What about his wife? What about Mrs. Scribbles? Mrs. Scribbles
yeah,
is a good woman. She's
I don't know
loyal to
anything
him.
about Mrs.
She
Scribbles.
loves him. She's devoted to him. Did that ever occur to you, Jen J, that you were hurting her as well while you're mind fucking her husband for like, I'm assuming it had to be for attention and for some twisted, fucked up amusement.
I think, dude, listen, I'm like pretty much married. I've been with my female for I've been with Mrs. AF for 10 years. If somebody hit me up on the side, I would pay them no mind. I'd be like, nah, I'm cool. I got mine. I got mine. Mine's good enough. I
Yeah, well,
wouldn't
that's
feed into
different,
it though. And then he called it AI. He lied and said it was all AI and that none of it was even real.
I don't know what is real and what isn't, dude. Here, like I'm not.
It was real. It was
How do
very
you know
real.
that, dude? How do you know that for sure?
Because you had the screenshots and he had the screenshots too.
Yeah, but how do you know for certain that it wasn't doctored at all?
Come on.
Well,
Don't
I'm
do
asking a
that.
question though. So you have somebody who admitted that they went after somebody purely just to troll them. So it's
Yeah.
somehow above them. They wouldn't do something like forge like DMs between them, even though she purposely.
But it wasn't
somebody else to
forged
talk
though.
to them.
Like it was
How
the
would you know
DMs like
that though, dude? How would you know that?
because we seen them. We watched
Yeah,
the
but
DMs.
you've seen screenshots of DMs that could be easily doctored and used through AI. That's
They
easily
could
done.
be, yeah. They
So
could
you're
be,
gonna
but
take
they
the
weren't
word.
though.
So you're gonna
Are
take
you
the
saying
word
they
of a
were or
woman.
not? So
You're
you're
gonna
saying
take
they
the word
were.
of a woman who deliberately sought after a married man just to fuck with his head in his
So
marriage.
you're on the side that they were doctored.
I don't know, but I wouldn't believe somebody who deliberately went after somebody who was married just because she thought it was fun and was
I'm
entertaining.
not
That's
muting
fucked
her.
up. Oh, you don't take any accountability for that, Jen J? So you go into a man's chat, you flirt with him openly, you gain his trust and his
It's called
attention.
exposing somebody for being for being fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out here, chat. What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, dude, he admitted that because she seemed interested in him. That's the point. You don't take
A
any
sting up.
accountability. You just flex, dude, all the fucking time, Jen J. And I wasn't obsessed with Blogger. I didn't want anything to do with him besides him coming on my fucking panel. If I was, don't you think I would participate in the freak off session that was going on that was just one sided?
I guarantee if somebody else, well, probably not now because
Yeah,
he
if
learned
he
his
was
lesson.
married, that didn't stop you from flirting with him. That didn't stop with you freaking accept taking phone calls from him. It didn't stop you from getting DMs from him. It didn't stop you at all. You continuously went back in his chat. Why? Because you were fucking with his head. So that says a lot about you as a person.
No, I'm
It says a
cute.
lot about you as a fucking woman because you completely disrespected his marriage and you disrespected his wife for entertainment. That is fucked up. I've never flirted with Scribbles. Fuck no.
I can't say that you ever flirted with Scribbles, but
I don't
it's
flirt with anybody on here.
that didn't if say the Gen J thing and all that like that didn't blow up the way it did, and if somebody else did the same thing to Scribbles and he believed that girl, like what would you have said then, that they were both?
It's bad either way, dude. If somebody deliberately seeks somebody out purely to fuck with
But
their
it's
head, because
but
they
the
want
other
to
way
kill
around.
them,
You're looking at it from only that way though.
I'm saying
It's like
bad
you're
either way.
refusing.
Absolutely. No, I said this to Scribbles. I had him on my panel. I explained to him Scribbles. I just said that to his chat. Dude, you have a wonderful woman already who loves and adores you. Why are you going into freaking your chat trying to find other women? It's just not fair.
He said, "I'm not. It was all fucking AI."
And that's the messed up thing. He definitely plays a part in it. Absolutely. The
You
only
can
real
tell he's
victim,
lying too by the way he talks too.
the
He
only
fucking
real
lies all the time. That's all he does is fucking lie.
the only real victim in this situation is his wife, because she is the
Victoria,
only
you have you
one.
ever heard? You know the lies Scribbles have told about me, and he doesn't even know me. He I've never even talked about. I've talked about Scribbles like once or twice on my channel, and I didn't even say anything really that bad about him because I didn't know him. So I said I'm not gonna say really anything about Scribbles because I don't fuck with Scribbles, and Scribbles doesn't fuck with me. I was like, I don't fucking. And then people are sending me clips. They're saying, "Yo, Scribbles is talking shit on you," and I'm like, "No, he's not," because people in chat all the time be like, "Yo, this person's talking shit on you," when they're not actually. They're like talking about somebody else. They're trying to get me hyped up, but I'm like a little too smart for that shit, I guess. But like they sent me a clip and he's like, "Yo, that Eric AF guy." He's like, "Yeah, he was in my chat one time." He's like, "He was threatening me. He was fucking threatening my life in chat one time." I was like, and I've never even been in Scribbles chat. Swear on my daughter that I was never in Scribbles chat before that. Before that, not ever. After that, I went in the Scribbles chat and I confronted him. I said, "Hey," I was like, "Here I am, buddy." And he's like, "Oh, there he is right there, Eric AF." He's like, "That's the guy who was threatening me in my chat." I was like, "Bro, I never threatened you in your chat." I was like, "You need to quit fucking lying about me, bro." I was like, "You can just, if you have something to say about me, you can be straight up about it." And he like picked and choose what of my chats to read in the thing and like took me out of context and made it look like I was like super dumb. I was like, "You fucking kidding me?" And I just fucking left. I was like, "That's bullshit." And then like I didn't talk about him again. I think I made like a joke about him. I was like doing a grocery store stream and I had like I was in the meat section because Scribbles said that he was afraid of male cows because it was gay to eat male cows or something, and I was filming
Okay.
the meat section. I was like, "Oh man, I'm sure Scribbles has a boner right now," or something. I said something stupid like that, and then like a week later, he's on his channel going, "And I seen Eric," and it was in the whole Deepsy and Gish and all that shit was going on in the Discord or something. He said Eric AF's in that Discord too. I seen Eric AF's name in that Discord too. Like I've never talked to Deepsy or Gish or any of these people in my entire life, let alone on Discord. All he does is just make up lies about me. Like
I
he
don't
doesn't
know
know
yet.
anything about me.
Well, that's the same about people about me, dude. They act like they know me personally, and they don't. So I could apply that to the people in the chat right now saying all kinds of fucking shit.
Yeah, the chat always makes up lies, and that's fine. But like I don't. I've never said anything about. I never said you were fat. I've never said that. Um, I had a conspiracy theory one time, and I said you weren't actually from Canada, but I disproved that one. Got disproved like last week. I think we disproved that one. I had a conspiracy theory that you weren't actually from Canada, and you were
Where did
just
you
using
think
that
I
as
was
an excuse.
from, dude? Where did you think I
In
was
America,
from?
I thought you were an American, and I thought you were just disguised
Why?
as a Canadian to
Dude,
like
why
throw
would
us
you
off
think
a
of
lot.
like at any country I could pick, I
Cause,
would pick
cause
Canada?
every time you talked, you would like knew a lot about American shit, and I was like,
Well,
I
Canada's
think,
a very small country, dude, and we're also
yeah, it's
heavily
a third
influenced
world
by.
country, yeah.
It's not a third world country. It's a
I know. I
it's a
always say that's a
small
trend.
populated,
That's a
it's a
that's
small
a that's an
populated
inside joke.
country,
That's an
and
inside joke
and
between me
we
and
get
Trent.
like we get heavily influenced by American media, like most people. If you go anywhere in the world, dude, I guarantee you a lot of people know more about America than they do their own country.
But you were talking about our healthcare system and like all this other stuff, and like you barely said anything Canadian at all. And I was like,
Yeah,
and I was
because
on my
people
stream, and I
don't
was like,
act like
and,
that
and
shit
I
like
I
Canada.
even said it was a conspiracy theory. I was like, I'm probably wrong, guys. I was like, but I have a conspiracy theory. I was like, I think Victoria is actually from the southern United States. And I was like, but it got
The
proved wrong later.
southern United
I took it
States.
all back. I took it all back later, though. I was
You
like,
think
no,
they're from
she's
like the southern United States, really?
yeah. And your mom had like a southern accent and shit. And I
You
was like,
think
nah.
I have a
And I was like,
southern
there
accent?
it is.
Dude, you
She
think I
sounded
have a
like she
southern,
did.
but I don't though.
Yeah, you don't, but I mean,
Yeah, so why would you think I was from the South of all
I
places?
don't know, because your mom had a southern accent. No, not that, but like you talked about America. Then when your mom talked and she had a southern accent, I was like, and they're from the South. I was like, they're probably from like Louisiana or something. But I took it all back later. I took it all back later. I was like, I was like, no, I think they're actually from Canada. No.
Okay.
It was just a conspiracy theory, though. I wasn't like she's actually from here. You know what I mean? Like I said that it probably wasn't true. I was like, this probably isn't true. I was like, but I'm
But you have to
speculating.
understand, though, that people are.
That's
gonna
probably the
lie
worst
about
thing I've said about you.
And so that's how it kind of brings me back to the whole Scribbles lying all the time. People lie all the time in this community. They lie
Yeah,
about.
Scribbles
people
lies about
all
me
the
a
time.
lot, and I don't. And everything he talks about is like nobody believes him. Like, of course, because nobody believes anything Scribbles fucking says. But like, it's the fact that he does say that, and I'll go into his chat to defend myself, and he'll flip everything I say and be like, "Oh, look, he just admitted it," and I'll be like, "What? You fucking crazy?" Like, and his chat's all dumb. They just spam the N word in chat the entire time. Like. That was the most headache chat I've ever been in my entire life. I'll never go back. It was terrible. It was just go in there and they were.
Well,
He just has a very Scribbles has a very toxic community in his chat, and he's a very toxic person that lies a lot.
Do you think he's like his chat is the most toxic? I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm saying they're the most toxic, but they're very toxic. If they're either buddy trolling him. Or they're very toxic.
They're defending him though because they like.
No, they're not actually defending him. Most of them are buddy trolling him because he's not a very defendable person. He's like a VP level undefendable. Like
I know. I think he has allies. I think he has people that like him. I do.
Very few, yeah.
I really like his wife though. I've always had a huge amount of respect for her because
I don't know his wife, so I would never say anything about his wife. That's one thing I will never talk shit on. I will never talk shit on his wife because I don't know his wife, and I'm never gonna sit here and be like his wife's a bitch. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna do that.
But I like him, dude. We're not incredibly close, but I like Scribbles. I know a lot of people like Victoria. He's an unlikable person.
I feel like I could have got along with Scribbles if he wouldn't have came at me. Like I didn't come at him; he came at me. I never even had to fucking make a video about him. He just immediately came at me. He's like, "Oh, the RKF guy, yeah, he was wearing a Saint shirt. He was mad because I was wearing a Saint shirt. That's what it was. I remember now.
Like you were siding with Saint over him, though.
I am siding with Saint over him. Fucking right, I am.
He's not gonna like you too. What do you expect?
Oh, I don't give a fuck if he does, dude.
Well, then who cares? That's the thing. Then why even bother bringing this up then?
I'm just saying he decided to lie about me about it. That's why I decided to bring it up because he decided to lie about me multiple times.
Lie about people here all the time, dude. It's a part of the community.
Yeah, I don't. I don't think you do. You don't, or at least you try not to. You might misspeak, but I don't think you. I don't think you intentionally lie about people. You might, but I don't know you as a person.
That people they feel like because I'm under the impression, I could be wrong. This community is so toxic and so problematic, and there's so many people that have done things in the past or continue to do things that it's almost impossible not to be complicit to some extent. You know, people could say the same thing about Saint. You know, there's been questions about him too, but I feel like if the person
what questions about Saint?
Well, just about general, like the stuff that he's like. A lot of people got upset with me, right? Because I called Blackout Andy's dad. I left a voice message. A lot of people were like, you shouldn't have done that. Yeah. And again, but nobody had anything to say about Saint, calling Scribbles and calling his mom. So there is a certain kind of thing that if you like the person, you're more able to, you sort of allow things to slide.
I don't think Saint should have called Scribbles his mom.
But it's a bit doubt. That's what I'm saying. So, and I think
I don't think either of them are right.
So I think that was what made it freaking difficult for Scribbles, because Scribbles felt like Saint was getting a pass and he was just getting like all the negative attention. Because Saint was calling his mom, though, dude. He was calling his mom repeatedly. I only called Blackout Andy's dad once and left a voice message.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, and I don't think it's the worst thing you've ever done, so I'm not going to tell you that, but I don't think it's the worst thing Saint's ever done either, I disagree with both people calling anybody's families, obviously, but at the same time, it's just like, I just disagree. I just disagree with all the whole. Some people hate when I use the term real life, because this is real life. We're real people. We're on the real internet. We're real talking. But like I'm talking about attacking people's personal lives. I don't think that should be a thing on the internet. I think it's a weird thing to do on the internet.
Well,
It's like
dude,
you could
it's probably one of the best
whatever
things
happened
to do on the internet.
whatever happened to people like us having a reasonable conversation on the
But
internet.
dude, how can you say that, putting me to the standards of me talking about other people on here when you look in chat and see what they're saying right now? Do you
I
understand that?
don't control chat.
But I know that, but you have to
Chat's not
understand.
me. People
Like,
always
these
people always put my
expect
chat to
this
me.
I know, but these people
You should ban
expect
all of your
me.
chat.
They expect me to kind of sit back and let them say whatever the fuck they want about me on here without me
I
having any
do.
type of opinion on
I do.
that.
I go into other people's chats and they say horrible things about me all the fucking
No,
time,
they
and I
don't.
just
Not
ignore
to
it.
the extent that I don't think so. I don't think you face half of the shit that I have.
Well, I don't do half the things you do,
Dude,
though.
I
I
didn't
don't.
do. What did I do
never.
besides defend myself
I
against
never.
the
I
government?
didn't carry water for VP for fucking 5 months.
Dude, I didn't carry water for vegan. I told you this before. I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I didn't want to fall into the trap of defending, of arguing with her again on here because that's what
How
chat
else
wants
are you
to
gonna
do.
word carrying water for VP without saying you carry
Yeah,
water for
without
VP?
carrying water for it, dude. I didn't do anything for it besides just be civil to her. I didn't do anything behind the
That
scenes
wasn't
to
just
make her
being
life
civil.
better.
That was
That
you
was
were
being civil,
reaching.
dude. It was not reaching. When she did things that I
Okay,
was
well,
okay, I
I'll
called her
find.
out for that
I
shit.
have all the clips, dude. I can make a video of all the times you carry water for VP, and we'll watch it together.
Well, you can watch it alone, dude. I don't need to
Oh,
watch it.
see, like exactly. You don't need to watch it because you know you carry water for
No,
VP.
dude, I didn't carry water for her.
Then
You
I'll
make
make the
it
video then,
you
and I can
make
watch it by
seem-
myself on my stream,
you
and
make
then.
it seem like that I was somehow making her life easier on here. I wasn't. I
No,
was
you weren't making her
my
life easier. You were
harder
co-signing
to
her
be able
bullshit.
I wasn't co-signing jack shit, dude. I wasn't going to steamroll her and attack her because she wasn't going to listen.
You don't have to attack her, but you could say, "Hey, this is wrong
I
what
said
you did."
that. I said that about numerous times.
No, you
dude. I
said,
that-
"Well, it's wrong what you did, but I guess you were in a really mental state, and it's okay though." Like,
I didn't say it was okay though. I said I was just trying to freaking put her like understand her opinion on this and how she took it. That's not the same thing. I've always said it over and over again that I don't agree with majority of the stuff that she's did on here. She's done on here and she's going to continue to do here. But do you think me attacking her is going to change her? You think she's going to
no, I don't want you to attack her. I would like you to just tell her.
She's the one that freaking made me change my life because she said this on her panel. She doesn't give a fuck, dude. Let me tell you guys something in case you don't know this already. Anytime you give her any type of criticism, I don't care if you think it's constructive or not, she's going to lump it into the other things of people on here who are just trolling her ass, and she's not going to give two fucks what you have to say. She's just not. I don't give her money. I don't provide her a place to stay, and I don't do anything that's going to have any actual direct impact on her life. I just treat her like she's a human being on my chat, and that's it.
So do I. I've never treated her any different than a human being. Ask chat. I've called her and treated her like a human being, but I've always held her accountable for her bullshit.
And I did hold her accountable to the stuff that I felt like petty little fucking things like her attacking people in chat and calling them whales and saying that they're a bunch of.
I didn't hold her accountable for that. I hold her accountable for the.
That I don't care about because chat says the exact same thing to her and to me. Like you can't expect vegan not to say anything if you're attacking her in the chat. Of course she's going to say something. But when it came to things that were actually important, like Astro Mom, like her mom, her dying her dog's fur. Dude, I told Vegan when she came on my panel.
I don't think those are important at all. I think it was
important because they affect people, dude. She's affecting people when she brings up her mom, when she brings up,
Yeah, I think it's important when
family, when she brings up Astro Mom's son and saying horrible things. Those are people that she knows in her real life. Those are people that she's actually affecting. Her talking shit about chat, dude, ain't a big fucking deal. If you don't like what Vegan has to say, get the fuck out of there. Go away.
Yeah.
Go watch something else. But things that actually matter, like Astro Mom, like with Abby, or how she's treating Purple, yeah. Or like I said to Vegan, I don't understand. Why are you changing the sheets when they're stained? Like it's almost like you're baiting people to have this kind of reaction to you so you don't be accountable because you're always playing the victim. Because I do think Vegan kind of feeds in this unconsciously or maybe deliberately, where she does things that she knows she's going to provoke people. and then she can kind of fall back into the
I
same
think
kind of.
she just has no self-awareness.
Well, she doesn't. She doesn't do it. But I think on some unconscious level, she sabotages herself. But she doesn't want to be accountable for it. So she blames Chat. She blames her ex-boyfriend. She blames her mom, and she blames any person that she's in direct contact with for her circumstances. When really she's the only one to blame for that. Vegan has no one to blame
But
but herself.
then she'll sit there on the internet and be like, "Well, you guys have never accomplished what I've accomplished, and nobody has ever been through what I've been
I
through." And
know.
that's
That's
my
what
biggest gripe
pissed
with
me
her.
off last night, dude.
That's personally
Last
my
night
biggest gripe.
was the reason why I kind of turned against her. Is when Decaf came on my panel, he was incredibly polite to her. I don't know,
He
you probably
was.
saw it.
I really liked that conversation with you, Negaf. I was there for that. I liked that conversation. I think that was a
he was
really good
in my chat,
conversation.
dude, just calling him all kinds of names and just like saying every horrible thing you could think about and acting like he betrayed her, like he did the worst thing that you could possibly imagine. When the only thing he said was, "I don't want anybody staying at my home." That's
Hmm.
all he said. And Vegan made it seem like that he like made this promise to her and that he was going to keep it and he was going to let her stay at his place, and he just was a coward because he relented to control his chat. And she had little to no compassion towards that man, even though he was incredibly polite to her and went out of his way to be nicer. He could have easily unleashed all kinds of crap on her and said all kinds of stuff about her, but he chose not to. He took the high road, and she didn't. And when she came on my panel and she was talking about how he doesn't understand, what she went through. Meanwhile, this man lost his wife and is dealing with the grief of that and continues, I'm sure, to deal with that and going to have to deal with that for the rest of his life. And that pissed me off. That upset me. And I couldn't, and I was like, I can't defend her anymore. It's almost impossible at this point. Like, she's going after somebody who's not even doing anything to her.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't have anything to do with her at all. Yeah, I like that conversation. I actually watched that earlier on my stream. Wait, no, we didn't get to that actually. I was supposed to get to that, and we never did. We were like, "No, Victoria's coming on. We gotta actually we get it straight from the
And
source
I
now."
like Decaf because Decaf is fair. He's somebody that he doesn't go out of his way to start feuds with people. He likes to be able to go to anyone's chat. He doesn't feel like he needs to pick a side. He doesn't have to. But what Vegan kind of did, which was just uncalled for, because unlike the other people that she criticized, they did go after her. They criticized her, said all kinds of things. Decaf didn't do that. Decaf didn't do anything to deserve that type of reaction from her. She definitely overreacted and she overstepped, and that was wrong. And I tried to explain that to her, but she kept cutting me off. She kept over talking me, and then she made that little dig about me being a man on the voice changer because she was
Yeah.
upset with me for me,
By the way, I have a
pushing
voice
this way.
changer, and I can tell you're not on a voice changer because you'll like speak when you speak in like different pitches, and when you laugh, it'll fuck your voice changer up.
Yeah, and I also had like my dog too in the background barking. It would distort the dog's voice. My mom comes in here, you can hear her too. Like I took
Yeah.
phone calls, that would distort the voice. No, this is actually my real voice. I have this obnoxious,
Yeah,
nasally,
we get
funky
it. It's
voice.
your real obnoxious fucking voice. We get it.
But that was like the beginning, dude, of the end. And I realized that I can't defend her anymore. But I wasn't gonna publicly say anything until she left those voice messages on my IG, and that fucking pissed me off. And then she got Purple involved. I'm like, fuck that. I'm just gonna have to publicly say something. And that's when I decided to kind of, come out and tell, you
I
know,
actually have a voice changer mode that sounds just like you, and I use it sometimes when I was making fun of you a couple months ago. Before I chilled out a little bit, I was like, "You guys, I need to be a little more fair on this stuff, man." And then I decided to be a little more fair, but I had that voice changer mod that I modded to sound almost just like you, man.
I don't
It
know.
was
I should
funny.
do that, dude. I should do a freaking like voice, see how I would sound on a voice changer. I should do that one of these days.
That'd
Just
be funny.
crazy.
Just go on with a deep ass voice. I wish I could turn mine on right now, but it won't mod to my. It won't mod the StreamYard. I have to have it on my OBS. I can change it. I can like put like a god noise in the background and have like a deep voice and shit like that. It's fucking crazy. I haven't used it in a while. But anyways, yeah. Um, Oh, by the way, Victoria, did you know I only stream one time a week?
Dude, I don't know how often you stream. I
Yeah,
have no idea.
I'm a very busy. I work very hard, and I spend all the rest of my day with my family. And then on Saturday nights at 9 p.m. I stream until I used to only stream till midnight, but lately it's been like 7 hours. I get off at like 4 a.m. and I go to sleep. I just wanted to clear that up because you said I spend all my time on the internet talking shit on VP.
I
So I just wanted
do.
to let you
I
know that
don't.
I only stream on Saturday nights after 9 when my daughter's getting ready for bed. I just wanted to clear that up so you can never use that against me again. Like I said, I'm being a dick about it. I'm just informing
Well,
you
dude, I
so that
don't.
you know.
I don't stream every day. By the way,
I know you don't stream every day. I'm just saying I don't. I only stream
I
literally
don't
on.
stream every
Sometimes
day,
I
dude.
think me and Controlla. I was in Controlla's chat and last week and she was asking for
What
donos and
the
I told
fuck,
chat
dude? What are you saying? I love men who work, dude. I'm not in like any desire to date anybody. That's another weird thing that I need to like squish on here. Like, I'm not looking for e-dick, dude. I'm not looking to have a relationship with anybody. I enjoy talking to people. I think it's fun, but beyond surface level shit, no.
I was in Controlla's chat and um she was asking for donos and I said I was like, if somebody gives or if somebody gives Controlla $15 right now, I'll go live on Friday and Saturday. And then somebody immediately donated $15. I was like, fuck. So that's why where the me and that's when me and Controlla went live because I messaged Controlla. I was like, you're gonna have to go live with me now because I don't have anything to talk about. And that's why that live happened when you came in the chat.
E-dick. I hope that cringes the fuck out of you, Rennie. E-dick, 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 e-dick. TBH.
So I'm a pretty good dad, though. By the way, I raised my daughter pretty good. I have an autistic daughter at 3 years old. She doesn't. She can't talk, and we
Um,
have to like pretty much help her all the time with pretty much everything.
uh,
She's getting better though. She goes to like preschool and she's learning slowly. I think she'll eventually. I think she's one of those people that are just gonna get it like at a snap of a finger. Like one of these days where she's just gonna
no, Jen, I'm
start
not
getting
looking
it.
for anybody online. I don't have any type of relationship. There's only really one person that I talk to offline, and
So
that's
I'm
Mike.
a pretty good dad.
And Mike and I are just friends. We're just friends, and that's it.
You're gonna make me wake my daughter up by yelling. Not you. Well, kind of you, because I had to yell and just tell you I'm a pretty good
Yeah,
dad.
dude,
I'm a
I don't
damn
have.
fucking good
I
dad.
don't. I don't talk to anybody in kind of sexual way. It's just me just talking to people, and that's that. I don't have any type
Who
of
gives
like
a fuck?
relationship.
Who gives a fat fuck? Ignore these peasant chatters.
I haven't sent
When
any
us
news to anybody
prestigious are
ever.
up here on the stage.
I already explained this before, and I'll explain this again. I went on freaking Blogger's panel because I wanted him to join my panel and come on my stream because I thought he was funny. I talked to him for a bit. We were okay with that. He was joking about me being his e-girl. I'm like, dude, I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think anything's gonna come out of that. Even when he pulled out his dick and he was saying all that stuff, I made it a point like I don't think that anything's gonna happen. Like I don't think anything's gonna come out of that. And I've said it repeatedly over and over again. So no, I wasn't. Just because somebody whipped out their dick doesn't mean that I wanted to see it. I did leave and I tried to be respectful towards him and polite because I didn't want to go into a feud. And I ended up getting in a feud with him anyways.
Chat, you got
That
anything
is
else to say?
bullshit. You want me to open up my fucking panel? You want me to open up my IG and prove that I didn't ask for a butthole pic, Gen J? He's a pathological fucking liar who also tried to date a minor on here. Or sorry, I apologize, a barely legal a girl who later came out and said that she was groomed by him.
I don't know what else there is for me. That's pretty much all I had, I think.
He deleted all of his DMs to me. There's barely any of them left. And then he screenshotted a bunch of them. Oh, you know Apache, you know firsthand. Funny bitch, you don't know anything about me, so how would you say that I wanted him? See, again, these people, they make these assertions, they try to pass them off as fact. Bitch, I don't know anything about you. Now, maybe I live rent-free in your head where you think like you know everything about me because you watch my fucking streams, but I don't know jack shit about you because I don't care.
Oh no, where is it?
I was joking, bitch. I didn't want to date him. When he asked me, and I said no. Yeah, no, a freaking 4'11", 165-pound bitch mogs me.
Is there anything you want to say to VP? Because I have her right here. Are you ready?
Is Vegan on the line right now?
Yeah,
No?
she's right here. Hey, VP.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
while you're laying there, and it's the worst pain you've ever been in your life. No, don't get up. No, no, don't attack me. No, no, no. I'm sorry. We're sorry. We didn't mean it. We didn't mean it. We're sorry. No, don't come out here. No, no. No, she's scary. Get away from me.
Well, dude, maybe you should go to the doctor and get some Ozempic before you start twerking.
Bitch, I told you not to attack me. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Oh, dude, what are you doing this, bro? Like, for real.
Well, I just had to make sure she knew we were serious.
Well, this was an interesting turn of events, dude. I think I gained nothing from this. I just put myself in a situation where I just had a bunch of people, steamroll me.
What? No, I thought it was a pretty productive conversation. Between me and you, I don't care.
I don't think I've gained anything from this. Like, I already explained the situation. I already tried to, but people don't really care. So
I don't care about chat. I'm talking about between me and you.
Well, I think that I don't know, dude. I don't really know if I even helped myself on this. If anything,
Do you have a different opinion on me after this?
I never really had a negative opinion on you. I didn't really know very much about you.
Ooh. I think you did. Based on what you said, you did, but
Looked at the PS2 wrestling game. Oh, okay.
wait, what?
No, I was just reading what somebody said.
Looked like a PS2 wrestling. Oh, it is a PS2 wrestling game. It's SmackDown Here Comes the Pain off PlayStation 2. Yeah, I have it emulated on here. Every time Vegan says something that pisses me off, I go into the game and I say, "What?" And I try to debate her, and she tries to attack me, so I hit her with a chair.
At the end of the day, like, just think about it. Okay, we know Vegan is known to kind of over exaggerate things, kind of position herself as the victim. Why does it matter what she has to say about you or about anybody? Isn't it like
she doesn't say anything about me? She likes me for some reason.
Okay. Well, because I think she likes you because she sees you as somebody that could help her and rehabilitate her image on here. Like, she kind of did that to me. I think she was kind of using me as means to do that, to help rehabilitate, but also as a shield.
I've tried to help her.
Yeah.
I've tried to help her behind the scenes off stream. I've tried to talk to her, be like, hey, this is what you should do. And you need to, like, if you're not going to do this, then you need to do this. Because I've told her, I was like, you need to come out and you need to, like, take accountability for all of your actions. And you need to have some self-awareness. And you need to realize your problem.
Dude, I can't. There are people that are in her life. Her family, I'm sure, that tried to help her. And they can't reach her. I don't think you are going to be able to help her, Eric. I don't
No,
think
of
I'm going
course
to be able
not.
to help her.
Of course not. But I
Nobody in the
tried.
chat is going to. I tried
This
to
was
do
like
the same
months
thing with you.
ago.
I tried to do the same thing with her. I would talk to her and I would try to explain things to Vegan, and she wouldn't listen, or she would pretend to, but she wouldn't take it in. And because Vegan is just not into that mindset, or I doubt she ever will be, to be able to be reflective and look back at her actions and understand that she played a part in the role that she plays online. She definitely plays a huge role in that. And
But I
it's
also
sad.
gave her the other option. I said, if you're gonna go the route you're going, embrace the locale and just take all the donos and get rich off of it and just
Yeah, I
be
know, but she's not
what
even
you
like
are
that,
now.
dude. She's not even freaking like that. She doesn't even do that. She's antagonistic to the chat and she demands it. And why the fuck would chat give
Okay,
her
that's a
any of her
locale.
money? I know.
She's
And
a
that's,
locale.
well, she's somebody that is, you know,
Someone would argue that you're a locale as well for being associated with her. Some.
yeah, I'm sort of guilt by association, but I'm also a reactionary person. I admit
Let's
to the
ask her
fact
if
that
she's a locale or not. Hey, Vegan, are you a locale? You look a little tired. Hey, are you a locale? No, don't come at me. No, I'm not. Don't attack me. I didn't say it. Chat said it. Hey, are you a locale? No, get away from me. No. Do you think she... Tell her to leave me alone, Victoria. I'm trying to be civil. Tell her I'm being civil, Victoria. You think she'll listen to you more than she'll listen to me?
I don't
See?
think
Yeah, there's...
Vegan will listen to me. I think this is probably, I don't think I'm going to have any other contact with her
She's
after.
trying to attack me though, and you're not even helping. You're not even talking to her. Look, she's coming at me with some stares. She's mad.
I don't think Vegan's ever going to ever really be able to kind of face the stuff that you've done on here. I don't think she will.
No, dude. Well, if she's not gonna face it, she needs to embrace the inner locale then.
She doesn't want to do that because there's this kind of like,
Because she
hey,
doesn't think she's a locale, but she is. She just doesn't want to accept it. That's all.
No, I don't think. I think it's much deeper than that. It's not her just being a possibility of her being a locale. It's the fact that there's a great possibility that she could be suffering from mental illness, and even if you bring that up or even just insinuate that, she will go after you because of it.
What, that she's a locale?
No, that she's suffering from mental illness.
She is suffering from mental illness. That's a very well-known fact. It doesn't take a rocket scientist.
Yeah, but I mean, you and I, we're not psychiatrists. We're not, in the position to kind of, diagnose anybody. She does have a point when she.
No, Sean, Vicky didn't restart the battle with Vegan. Vegan fucking sent her voice messages that we listened to earlier.
And she also got Purple involved too, for him to kind of say that he believed that I was a man.
She did?
Yeah, she did. I didn't play it all. I only played a part of it.
No.
Because
she proved she would no longer be subservient to her. Oh, yeah, you did. You started it by proving you wouldn't be subservient to her. You started it. It's all your fault now, Victoria.
How is it my fault? Because I defended myself, dude. Like,
that's why it's your fault. You defended yourself, and now it's your fault.
And I defended DGAF because I thought what she said about him was wrong, and I thought it was unfair.
And that's your fault too, apparently.
Yeah, so that's just like it's a weird freaking. It's just a weird scenario, I think there's one thing I do feel sorry for her. I think I will
Who's
always.
banned? You're not banned, K-Dub.
Because Vegan had so many people help her. She actually had people that genuinely cared about her, that gave them their time, their home, money, a shoulder to cry on, and every one of those people she just took advantage of, and it's sad.
No, it won't be saved. I'm drunk. Not anybody else. I'm probably have more beers in my system than anybody in chat. and I'm still able to hold a reasonable, intelligent conversation with somebody. It says a
No, dude,
lot, huh?
you know what? I don't. I think the thing about it is that when Nick and VP met each other, they were much better off apart, dude. And then once they came together, their lives sort of seemed to fall apart.
Who would want to fucking make a family with a homeless,
I
psychotic
me,
drug addict?
well, I don't think he's psychotic. I do think he suffers.
Not psychotic, but like some of the shit he says, dude, worries the fuck out of me on the stream, dude.
Thoughts. I don't think
like people are like, oh, he's a complete reasonable sound mind.
No,
there's people that like that hate. No, listen, there's people that hate VP so bad that they say that Nick is of reasonable sound mind.
I know,
and that he's like,
know.
I'm like, whoa! I was like,
absolutely. Absolutely, but I don't think Nick would ever harm anybody. I think he would harm himself before he would hurt anybody.
Yeah, I don't think Nick would ever harm anybody. I've said Nick. I think Nick might. There's certain situations where I've watched videos of where I think Nick would have harmed somebody. Yeah. And like I've watched him like start flipping out, and I was like, dude, if this dude had like a fully loaded blicky right now, this dude would have went off. I don't know if you know what a blicky is, but.
I'm not really sure. Is it pow pow, dude?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what they call it in Black America. But like otherwise though, just him chilling there, I don't think he has like any violent intentions or anything like that.
No, I think he's just like somebody who, when he gets overwhelmed, his way of releasing is saying the worst possible thing that you could imagine.
Like, yeah, like I said, I don't know that for a fact, but there are certain times where I've watched him. I was like, bro, if this dude fucking like was in possession of power right now, he would abuse the fuck out of it. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, he had a PU and AZ and never did anything. That's fine, yeah. But like, I'm talking about the clips where I've seen him like freaking out. I'm not saying he would. I'm just saying like. I'm just saying, like, I would, like, I was saying if he did, I would be a little scared. You know what I mean?
I don't think he would do anything, dude, because he had ample opportunity to attack people, and he hasn't. Like, he's somebody who kind of talks big, and in the moment when there's confrontation, he usually backs away. Like, I've never seen him ever attack anybody. So no, I don't think
that's true.
That kind of stuff.
I don't, like I said, I don't think he's harmful. I just said, like, there was, like, one, maybe two instances where I was like, this dude might be a little dangerous, and that was about it. That's the only, I've seen, like, two dangerous, like, feelings of him, or, like, emotions emulating from him that I've seen on video, and they were from a long time ago, too. Even after he lost court, I didn't think he sounded that dangerous. When he went on that fucked up rant, I didn't think he was dangerous to anybody. No, I just think he was, like, super mad.
He was upset because he felt like, you know, people were siding, the courts were siding with her because she's this tall blonde, and it's all about his genetics and that. And I think he was just in this sort of self-destructive mode where he was just going to be like, he just kind of gave up. And I'm surprised he didn't get arrested over that, honestly. I don't know. Like, I saw that clip too, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, this guy is going down a self-destructive path. You're bringing up the judge and his family. Like, that is...
Cats, I'm not talking shit about Nick, dude. I'm just saying, like...
Well, dude, what he did.
I mean, he's a live, but at the same time, he's a live streamer. Like, it's not like I respect Nick. I don't have a problem with Nick. I'm not against Nick. Yeah, I don't think you're against Nick either, are you?
Is there any can you guys justify him posting the judge's like picture and then saying horrible things about him and about his family? Absolutely not. There's no justification for that. It made Nick look bad, and it made it look crazy and violent. And if anything, that seemed to justify VP getting the RO.
That's what I'm talking about. People say that I'm on Nick's side because people are so black and white. They're like, "Oh, you're on Nick's side, so you don't like VP, so you're on Nick's side." I'm like, "No, I'm not really on anybody's side. I'm on my side. I react to the videos."
As somebody who tried to defend vegan to my own detriment and like harm, You can't do that. You can't defend people blindly on here. It's just not.
Yeah, I
There's
don't. That's why I don't. I don't defend anybody. I
yeah,
critique
you
what
know,
I
you
say. I
deserve to
just
be
say what I feel
criticized.
like.
That was it.
I don't align myself with anybody, and I
Hang
say
on,
what
I
I
have to
feel
mute my
like.
stream for a second. Just hold on.
Go for it. Yeah, I've never carried water for anybody. I've never done any of that shit. So anytime I
Okay.
react to anybody,
Okay, I have to go now, dude. I have to go do something for my mom. But thank
all
you
right,
for allowing
Victoria.
me on your panel. It was an interesting stream.
All right, have a good night.
Yeah, you too. You have a good night too. Okay, goodbye, Eric.
Let's ask VP what she thought about that. VP, how did you think about that conversation we just had? Do you think it was a conversation? Why are you coming at me? Hey, why are you getting so close to me? Hey, no, hold on. Before you attack me, just, yeah, go ahead and laugh. Just be reasonable. Whoa! She attacked me first. You guys seen that, right? She attacked me first. Now, let me ask you again. I said, shut up. All right. Let me ask you again. Are you going to have a conversation or you still want to fight? Hey, how did you feel about that conversation? Do you think that was a pretty productive conversation? Oh, you're leaving. Yeah, typical. Typical. Are you getting a table again? Why do you always get a table? I'm going to put you through this table. I'll put you through another table. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Ow, 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 ow. What are you doing? Yeah, that's what I thought. No. Oh, shit. Bitch. So, now do you want to have a conversation? So what did you think about that conversation between me and Victoria? Do you think it was a good conversation? No, don't attack me. You hit the ref. Now you really pissed me off. You knocked the ref out? Sit down, bitch. Sit the fuck down. What are you, crazy? You don't hit my referee. Are you crazy? Fucking nuts. It's alright, ref. I got you. I got you. I got you. Get up, ref. Get up, ref. There you go. You're good. You're good. That's fucked up, dude. Hey, why are you still up? I told you to sit down. Yeah. It was hard to get a conversation out of her. I tried. I was like, dude, I think I got like the best reaction out of pretty much anybody else that anybody else could. Because it wasn't just a scream fest and her rage quitting or anybody rage quitting or anything like that. It was just, she gave up. Yeah, I would give up too. It was hard to conversate with her because she wouldn't listen to my point about the Q thing. With the Q and the Q thing, she wouldn't get what I was saying. Yeah, let's drink some beer. I wish I had some beer. I can't watch any videos. I'm on fucking StreamYard, dude. I'm on fucking Firefox on StreamYard, too. I can't fucking do anything. Can I just, like, take over on... Can I just open Chrome and take over the stream on Chrome or something like that? Didn't I do that before? Oh, let me. So if I exit this one and open it, I don't know. I didn't do it, dude. Why open Chrome on here? Oh, dude, I can just watch videos on here. Oh, you're right. Holy shit. It's just showing my whole screen, isn't it? Hey, this is the video I wanted to show Victoria. Does it even have audio or not? Doesn't even have audio, does it? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have audio, though. Yeah, it doesn't have audio. There's no audio, right? Was there audio on that? On the most undeserved band of all time? Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, it doesn't even give me the option to add audio. It really doesn't. It doesn't give me the option. It says share screen. Use Chrome if you'd like to share audio with your screen. And I go to do that. And I go to share it and it just doesn't do it. So I'd have to like exit out of it. We'll see if it works. We'll see if it ends my stream or if it works. I fucking hate. Why would I want OBS to run, dude? I would just switch my stream to OBS. I would just stop my stream and continue on OBS. Wonder if I could just continue my stream from OBS. That'd be fucking cool, dude. We'll see if I can do that. It's not even giving me a camera on OBS. Manage broadcast. Select existing broadcast. Resume interrupted stream. Select and start streaming. Was it gonna end my stream completely? Watch.